What's up, guys? So yeah, this creator that I've never even heard of him before decided to make a YouTube video about me, and I went ahead and responded on my TikTok, and I thought I would go ahead and take the video that I did there and bring it here for you guys to see also. Basically, what was said was he was using a video of mine from like years ago, right? And he said something that was incorrect. See, in my video, I stated that thought is faster than light. He was like, oh, well, objectively, that's just wrong. Like, how could you have the confidence to say something like that? And what he just, I think, failed to realize is that when you're talking about fiction, anything can happen because it's fiction, right? In Marvel and DC, they both have their speed limits when it comes to what's faster than light and what isn't. Well, one of the things in Marvel that is faster than light is thought. And over the years, they've always made that very clear, from their older comics to the newer comics, that a thought is faster than light, right? Again, it's been their bread and butter for years. The fact that he doesn't know that is kind of crazy, laughable. When he tried to bring real world like physics and science, or just real world stuff into fiction, I was like, oh, okay. So even though it verbatim states this, you're just gonna go, no, that's not true. Even though it's fiction, we know it's fiction, and it's telling you, oh, okay, got it, no problem. So like I said, here's the video. I hope you guys enjoy. And besides that, I'm King Lion, and yeah, man, have a good time. I hope you guys have a great time. So this guy made a video about me on YouTube. Let's see what he had to say.
There's a lot of people out there with a lot of opinions on the subject, and these are just a few that popped up on my feed. Let's take a look at what some of them have to say about this.
So you want to know who would win against Thor versus Wanda? Well, that's easy. Scarlet Witch wins. Now, why do I say that? Thor's a god. Yes, we know that already. A Scarlet Witch can literally think you out of existence. And even though comic related said Superman would just blitz Scarlet Witch, I'm sorry to tell you this, a thought is faster than the speed of light.
Okay, first off, that part is objectively false. If I had half the confidence this man had to just say something wrong and keep the same energy the whole time, I would be running Marvel Comics.
Well, first things first, I do apologize that you lack confidence, which is probably why you wear the mask. But I'm also very sorry that you speak with ignorance, because if you actually did read comics and you understood, or had the comprehension skills to understood what you read, you wouldn't have said what you said. But I'm sorry, what did you say? Continue.
The speed of thought is not faster than light. When you imagine yourself traveling to the end of the universe and back, you're not actually traveling there. And the speed measured is the speed it took to form that thought, not how fast you pretended to travel there, which is much slower than light.
That's great. I don't think you realize this is fiction. In fiction, you can make whatever you want. You can make thought faster than light. Like I said, I don't think you understand that. Don't worry, I got you. You see, when it comes to Marvel and DC, the speed of thought is different. But let's just stick with Marvel. What is the speed of thought in Marvel? Well, the speed of thought in Marvel is faster than light. As they explain it, you know, Captain Marvel, she may move at the speed of light, but magic teleports at the speed of thought, which is faster than light. Marvel has always explained this to their audience, that in Marvel, the speed of thought has always been faster than light. Rather, it's traveling in distance, or the process in which it takes to have a thought, in which, as the leader states, thought, virtually has no limits. This isn't just something that they've solidified in their older comics. They've solidified this in their newer comics. For instance, like in Ultimates 2, you had a character like Monica Rambeau, who not only, as you can see, can move faster than light, but can travel as light, right? But she was stopped by somebody who was nothing more than pure thought. I mean, as they explain it, because they're living thought, thought is faster than light. So he's a thought in her head now, and traveling at light speed. Him just being thought itself was fast enough to not only catch her, but to stop her in her tracks, which is what he did. It's verbatim right there. I'm pretty sure you knew that. You didn't put any of that in your video, but I'm pretty sure this is a concept that you've known, right? Because if it is, you wouldn't have said what you said in your video. You see, you can't apply a lot of real world stuff to fiction. You can sometimes, unless fiction verbatim states that a thought is faster than light, in which over the years they've They've said this multiple times. I mean, again, even if we look at newer comics, let's just take Scarlet Witch issue 4. Where Pietro has to not only break his limits again, but he's got to move faster than light. He's got to go way past that. And as it states, he has to move faster than thought. Because again, in Marvel Comics, thought is faster than light. And we know Pietro is faster than light because even in his earliest conceptions, right? Been way faster than radio waves, in which radio waves travel at the speed of light. And even when we read comics like No Surrender, right? Scarlet Witch unlocked his limitations. He has no limits when it comes to running. He not only chased an object that moved without friction, but the speeds needed to do so. Not only had him run faster than light, but he moved beyond their physical reality and move beyond the limits of speed as they know it. Anybody who understands Marvel or even DC, you know what it takes for a speedster, rather it's the Flash or Quicksilver, to move through different dimensions or different realities or to different Earths. See, when the Flash does it, he vibrates to match a frequency, and that's how he goes back and forth. Wait, I don't want to just say, let me go ahead and get some facts. See, although he's explained this multiple times, let's just go ahead and use Infinite Frontier issue 1. He basically explains how he travels to different Earths. Now, I will say, as of right now in current comics, he doesn't have access to this because of what happened in Absolute Power. We're basically in Absolute Power issue 4 because of the choices they make, basically cutting off the multiverse. It pretty much kind of cut their powers away. It does sound like they may have a little bit of it left, but they're cut off from the multiverse and they can't travel back and forth anymore. That's just for right now. Again, when we do look at how speed of thought works in Marvel, I mean, we have Scarlet Witch right here talking to Captain America through their mind. And they're able to do this and do it so fast that it makes everything outside of them seem as if it's moving slow, which she tells him. Because again, he thinks that she has frozen time again, as she tells him, no, I didn't freeze time this time, Steve. We are speaking empathically, much faster than the speed of thought. The world only seems frozen in the moment. Now, where have we seen this before when it comes to speedsters? It was when the Flash used the speed formula, which basically makes you move near the speed of light. Not past it, just near the speed of light, effortlessly, making it seem as if time has stopped. When in reality, it's just really, really slowed down because you're going so fast. To go back to the whole Scarlet Witch versus, Thor, that debate has already been had. I mean, even the video that you used to me was from a couple of years ago. That argument is old. It's very old. Scarlet Witch has had many upgrades since then. I mean, she's fought characters like the Griever, a character that Thor would never even be able to fight on his own. I mean, there's been several characters that she's fought that Thor would never be able to fight. From Cthulhu, you name it. But ultimately, the only person spreading misinformation and being disingenuous is you. And I'm sorry to say, everything that I just put out, you didn't know, that's another discussion. But if you knew everything that I had in this video and you still said what you said, not only are you being woefully ignorant, but that means you are making the conscious choice to not only spread misinformation, but to speak in ignorance. I mean, you did say you wish you had the confidence to speak the way that I speak, but that's probably why you wear a mask, because you lack that confidence. Now, that's a really good idea. Wear a mask so you can say whatever you want to say without ever really having to be held accountable for it. Smart. It's very smart. I might want to try that one day if I ever have any kind of cowardice in me. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, you have a great day. I do hope you enjoy the L. And next time, Google is free. You need any recommendations, by all means, let me know, bro. I got you. It just seems like you might not know a lot. I mean, let's keep it 100. You were using a very old fight to justify what she could do now. It's kind of ill, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. You guys have a great day.